Whoa, you look amazing.
Wow. Hey, how are you? I'm good. This is unbelievable. Rach, on paper, us getting married is somewhat predictable. We grew up a few blocks away from each other, same high school, similar backgrounds, Jewish, mutual friends. But in reality, being up here is shocking to me. I say this because at the beginning of our relationship, you gave every indication that you had absolutely no interest in me. You delayed our first Zoom date by 45 minutes because you had a happy hour for a job that you had already left. You took our second Zoom date from a windy beach and cut it short because of rain. You were an hour late for our second in-person date at Fort Greene Park. You biked over and came wearing a helmet, which you forgot to take off for the first 5 minutes of the date. You gave me a sip from your water bottle and told me to keep it, clearly implying you did not want to drink from the same cup. Yet you kept agreeing to go out with me. There were two possibilities. Either you were concocting the most intricate games and mind tricks in the history of dating, or you were the most genuine person I know I've ever met. The latter turned out to be the case. You don't have a fake laugh. It always comes from your gut. You love your family and friends wholly and purely. When you cry, it's because you can't help it. And when you make me laugh, which you do every day, there's no constructed character. It's just you being your smart, silly, charming self. You're beautiful, whether it be in a wedding dress, clearly, or right when you get up in the morning. You are not ashamed to admit when you're afraid, but you always fight through it and are calm and cool when you need to be. We're a bit different in that respect. Even though I've been anxious in front of you, I've never been anxious because of you. In fact, our relationship is the best antidote to anxiety I've found in 33 years. And I think that's because anxiety stems from uncertainty and fear of the unknown. But you can't be anxious about something you know for sure. I love you, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
It wasn't a secret to anyone that went to school with us or grew up in New York City that I had a huge crush on you. I didn't hide it well. It was one of those high school crushes where it didn't matter that we had barely spoken to each other and it was unclear if we had any common interests. You had the warmest smile that just pulled me in, and you still do today. Plus, you're tall, dark, and handsome, which is what my mom said was important in finding a partner. The timing wasn't right for us when we were in high school, and the timing wasn't right for us when we went on that random date the summer before I left for college. We went to a bar on the Upper East Side, and the date ended with us saying, "Talk soon." Turns out talk soon wouldn't be for another 12 years. Flash forward to March of 2020 and the start of the pandemic. Something was finally in the air, and it wasn't just COVID-19. I slid into your Instagram DMs after cackling at a video in your COVID Instagram series. Our messages were brief. I told you I was going to the Berkshires. We discovered we had a mutual love of James Taylor and Mel Brooks, and I said I'd be back in the city in 2 months. 2 months later, to a T, there you were again, asked me to get a drink. Knowing you now, I know there was no Google Calendar invite reminding you to follow up. You just cared. And also happening to have an insane memory and intense love for making lists. On our very first in-person date, following a whole lot of Zooms, we walked around Prospect Park, the same park we'd get engaged a mere 2 years later. I vow to belt out lyrics I don't know to songs I've heard 1,000 times just to make you laugh. I vow to support you endlessly in your goals and passions and celebrate all your achievements. I vow to challenge and push you, even when it means encouraging you to go on a stand-up tour that has no sensical route. I vow to love you in sickness and in health, even though that one time I had COVID on my birthday, you fled and slept at your parents'. I vow to be there when times get hard and there's darkness and always help you see the light. I vow to love your family as my own, and I vow to love you forever. I love you so much.
I'm really pleased to have a chance to speak here tonight. Not because it's an honor to speak at my oldest and dearest friend's wedding, but because Benji and I were such weird kids that we've been talking about this since we were like 9 years old.
Everyone raise a glass to the happy couple. I love you both so much.
Thanks for marrying me. It's a big win.